Hello and welcome to our tutorial on creating a test in Performance Matters. How would you like to use the very same platform students use to take their benchmarks to create your own standard-based tests your students can take online and be automatically graded? In this tutorial I'll show you how to do that. Create your own multiple choice assessment that your students will be able to take online in Performance Matters. First thing you need to do is sign into Performance Matters. Various ways to sign in. First thing is put rcboe.org/HHS into your URL address bar. That'll take you to the Hepzibah web page. Here you're going to sign in. You'll go to sign in. There are numerous ways to do this, but this is one way to get signed in. Click on sign in. Then enter your username and your password and click on sign in. Now, we're going to go to Staff Resources, hover over that, and you're going to go down to the second from the bottom where it says Performance Matters. Click on that. If it prompts you to sign in here, do that. Again, there are various ways of signing in. Once you're in Performance Matters, you're going to go to the top left next to Items. You'll see Tests. Click on Tests, then click on New Test to create our new test. When the next screen comes up, make sure you're in Properties. You should be. If not, click on Properties. Then go to Assessment Title. In here it has to be at least 10 characters. Create a name for your test. We're going to be doing a 9th grade English test, so I'm naming it 9th grade ELA test. Next, for assessment description, put in any description you want for your test. Then, go to assessment category, click on the white box, and you're going to scroll down to Teacher Created and click on that. Then Course Types. Click on the white box under Course Types, and whatever you teach is going to show up in there. In this case, ours is going to be Language Arts since we're creating a 9th grade English test. Click on that. For grade levels, that's next. Click on that white box. Select the grade levels that you would like, and you can select as many as you like. I usually select all of them since I have students who are categorized as 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th taking my classes. Even if you don't have any in a particular grade level, that's okay, but this will cover your bases. Once you enter all your grade levels, I wouldn't do anything with a performance band. This is based on the Milestones performance band, and I would just leave it at that. So now you're finished setting up the properties of your test. Now we're going to go to Administration. Go to the top, right next to Properties, you'll see Administration, and click on that. Click on the check mark in the box titled Private to uncheck it. This will make it possible for you to share your tests with colleagues and administrators. In the Administration window box, click on the gray box with 2 dates. This will pull up a window that will enable you to change the start and end dates of when your students will be able to take your test, as well as times. I'm going to leave it like it is for now. If you make changes, click Apply after you've done so. Under the gray box with dates, make sure that OLA has a check mark in it. It should, as it is the default. If not, click it. This will enable your students to take the test online. Unclick Scan Sheets, since we're not going to need scan sheets because students will be taking the test online. You're now finished setting up the administration. Click on Add Items to begin constructing the test. A large white box is going to show up on the right there where it's buffering. I want you to ignore that for right now. It's pulling all kinds of questions up that aren't necessarily relevant to our test. We're going to be adding questions. We'll be creating a 9th grade ELA test, so click on the box next to 9 under grade level. We'll be creating a standards-based test, so click on the down arrow to the right of GA ELA GSE, Georgia Standards of Excellence. Those are the English language standards. You'll use whatever standards you need. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're only going to focus on one standard and include about 11 questions. You can select as many standards and questions as you want. We're going to go for language, so we click on that. And then we click on 10LA, which will focus on individual standards. L1 is what we're going to do. There are 28 questions in the bank. Click on the down arrow and then click to the left of that to select those questions. That entire question bank is going to show up now. We're now going to select the questions we want and exclude the ones we don't want. You see where it says select all 28 questions. You can do that, but we're not going to do that. That's a preview button where you hover over that and you can tell all kinds of information about that particular question, including the depth of knowledge and other information. There's a preview button where you can pull up an item preview of just that question. So I'm going to pretend that I've already looked at all the questions to determine the 11 that I'm going to include on my test. Then I'm going to select only the ones that I want. I select the questions that I want by clicking to put a check mark in the box to the top left of the questions that I want. Once I select the questions that I want, I'm going to go down to the bottom right of the screen next to Cancel. And I'm going to click on the blue box that says Add to Assessment. Then your test will load and show up in a large box to the right where this question bank was. Voila. Here's the test. Questions are loading. You're done constructing it. Now you should look at it to make sure you don't want to make any changes. You can remove any questions that you like by clicking on the red remove button to the top left of each question. Make sure you're on the top left of that question. You can also go back and add more questions if you like. You can use the preview button here as we did before to preview individual questions. And also hover over that for more information. We're ready to save our test. You click on Save, the green button in the top right. You'll now see that Performance Matters has saved your test, and it's assigned it a test number located on the top left of the screen. You'll see it right here, test 553610. There are some more steps you need to take for releasing the test to the students, but that's outside the scope of this tutorial. I hope this gets you started on creating your own tests in Performance Matters, and thank you for watching the tutorial.